Hi, I wanted to talk to you today about social media and sharing your story and breadcrumbing. So, the first thing I want to start off to talk about is to make sure that you're posting on the social media of your choice 3 to 5 times a day. Those 3 to 5 times, of course, do not all have to be about clean eating or your Beachbody journey or Shakeology. Those can be just different posts to get people interested in what you're doing in general. There's always really good tips on the back office about how to promote things, and one a few weeks ago was to have one really good engaging post a day. And to make sure that this post is really good engaging, ask yourself before you post it, can this inspire? Will this make a difference? And am I being real? I'll say that again so you can write it down in your notepad, so during your daily power hour you can take that into consideration when you're making your post. Can this inspire? Am I being real? And will this make a difference? We also want to talk about when you're promoting specific programs, for like size, for example. Try not to use stock photos. I mean, I know Shanti looks super cool with like his hat and the size picture, and you're like, I'm going to post this because that's the program I'm doing and people are going to love it and I need to get it out there. And well, take a picture of you doing it. Take a video of you doing it. You might look silly, but people are interested in you being real. So take a picture of your sweaty selfie with your Polar Watch and how many calories you burned. That's what is going to be those kind of posts are going to get more attention. Let's see, what else do I have for you? Consistency with social media really is the key. So I know some of you that are going through this coach training are brand new coaches. Some might be coaches for a while. But when you first start out as a coach, you are so consistent. You post every day. You're so excited about what you're doing. But then sometimes you kind of drop off. Your life gets in your way. You get busy. But I want to tell you right now that consistency is the key. People are going to watch what you're doing for a long time before they're going to feel comfortable reaching out to you for you to be their coach, to be in that challenge group that you've been posting about. People are going to watch you, and if they see that you post and post and post, and then you took a week or two off, they might lose a week or two of interest. So be consistent. Send messages on social media and contact people that you never thought about. Really use that list in your getting started planner, that list of 100 people to get started off with, and then reach out to people that you wouldn't normally reach out to. You'll be surprised who will be interested in what you're doing, and all they needed was a message from you to ask them to join them. So the next thing I want to talk about is sharing your story. Everybody has a story, and as you're a coach for longer and longer, your story's going to change and your story's going to evolve. And as you grow, you want to post that story again. So 3 things you want to think about when you're posting your story is financial, physical, and emotional aspects of that story. You also want to think about how does your story affect the people that you want to see this post. Were you a stay-at-home mom and now you've got a little bit of income and you're paying for your Shakeology and you're paying for your groceries? That's big enough in itself. This business, you can take anywhere from paying for your Shakeology to unthinkable heights. You can go full time if you'd like to. So that's just something to think about. Physical, have you had a physical transformation already with Beachbody? Have you had an emotional change? Is this just keeping you more accountable? Are you a more positive person? Are you reaching out to family and friends that you never thought you'd talk to? Whatever your story is, I want you to write it down or film it. And then I want you to do what we call breadcrumbing. We want to share that in little bits. You have to remember that your trials are somebody else's, trials to triumphs are really important to consider making your story, and that your adversity is your advantage. Just share little bits of your story at a time. Maybe you've had this crazy weight loss journey, and maybe at the beginning you started clean eating and that made a difference, and then it was Shakeology, and then it was Insanity, and now you're doing size. You don't have to share all that story at the same time. You want to share bits and pieces to get people interested, and you want to share bits and pieces to keep them engaged to watch for when you post another little blurb about your story. So the 3 biggest things: we want to post 3 to 5 times a day on social media, whether that be Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever. Be real. Make sure that you have inspiring posts, that you make posts that make a difference, and that you're really being real on those posts. People can relate to you. They don't want to relate to perfection, and they won't. And then make sure that you share your story. If you're nervous about sharing your story at first and you filmed it or you're writing it out, send it to your upline coach, send it to your success partner, and have them look over it. Maybe they can have a suggestion for you, or maybe they say, oh my gosh, wow, this is great, post it, get it on there. So I think that's all I have for you.